Thanks for coming back again, guys. Thanks to Mitchell Marsh for giving us some time on his second game back.
Second game match.
As usual, guys, if you have any questions for Mitchell, raise your hand and we'll get this one underway so that everyone can, you guys can go to bed and we can get on the bus. And we'll start off with Louis Cameron.
Hey Mitch, your first bowl back today, I think it was, and obviously the wicket in the first over. How did it feel to be back in the bowling crease? How did it feel to be back in the bowling crease? And how are you physically?
It was nice to get back bowling in a game. I feel like sort of since I got here, it's been a bit of stop-start with a little calf niggle, and unfortunately. You miss 10 days in these sorts of tours, and you miss 4 or 5 games. So nice to get back. I love bowling. I love playing as that all-rounder in our team and contributing with both facets of my game. So it was nice to be back.
How did you do the calf, mate?
I actually the first catch I took in the T20 off Maxi, I just sort of. I caught it and fell awkwardly on my calf, and I just felt something just abnormal. I played the whole game, so that's how minor it was, and a decent calf strain you can't run, so it was very on the minor end, but it was a weird one, and nice to be back playing now.
And just on this team that you've had for these last 2 games with Cameron Green at number 8, can you kind of talk through how you think that's worked from a longer batting point of view, and whether it's something that the team might persist with going forward in 50 over cricket?
Look, I'm not sure on selection for the last game. I think they've obviously gone the extra batter at number 8 in these conditions. As you've seen, it's extremely tough work with the bat. And obviously it hasn't come off for us yet, but I've liked the thinking around it. We just haven't executed. I think all of our batters tonight got starts, and we just weren't able to get that one big partnership that would have got us over the line. So I've liked the line of thinking, but whether or not we'll go with that for the last game, we'll have to wait and see.
Scott Bailey.
You go, Mitch. Hey, I know all the talk on these weeks is about spinners and whatnot, but just from your experience, how can pace bowlers be most effective on these wickets? Like this, obviously from your stuff in the limited overs game, but also when you played the Test here 5 or 6 years ago, is it about change-ups or trying to make more reverse? How does it come into it?
Yeah, I think probably in the longer format, reverse comes into it. From my experience playing in these conditions as a medium-fast bowler, it's just about subtle changes, not leaving the stumps. My game plan is extremely simple when it comes to the ball. Not leaving the stumps. My little subtle changes of pace, using my cutters, and just letting the wicket do its thing with the ball. So it's pretty simple sort of game plan, and that's about it really.
It kind of feels like watching these ODIs that actually has sort of played into the Quicks' hands a bit. Like, I know that Sri Lanka bowled something like 43 overs of spin today, but they took a couple of wickets with their Quicks. You guys up front were pretty effective as well. So I mean, do you sort of feel like there is actually a bit in it for the seasons?
It's. I think these sorts of wickets just simplify how you go about it. Anytime you sort of leave the stumps, that's when you get scored off, and we've seen that. And it's just about sort of not going too far away from the stumps, and as I said, it just simplifies your game plan as a bowler, and you can be really effective and just take as much pace off the ball as you can.
And mate, what about with the bat? How long does it take to actually build in on these wickets? Like that was turning in a lot tonight. Like, did you ever get to the point where you actually felt comfortable? And how many balls does it take you to get to that point?
About 11, which is when I got off the mark, I think. It's obviously it's just tough. I think you got to have a really solid. Normally in one-day cricket, once you get in on a good wicket, you probably face 20 overs of spin maximum in these conditions. As you said, we faced 43 tonight, so it's very different. The ball's turning, and you've got to be on every ball. I think my dismissal tonight, you saw I just sort of poked that one outside off after hitting a boundary, trying to get a single, and those little lapses in concentration can really cost you your wicket. So it was disappointing tonight, but it's fun to play in these conditions. It's really hard work, and hopefully we can finish the series 3-2.
Thanks, Mitch.
Last one here, folks. Andrew McGlashan.
Thanks, Cole. Hey, Mitch. Do you think you personally and the team is better placed for this spin challenge than you maybe were 5 years ago on the last two? Do you think there has been development in Australia's play of spin?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's probably a little bit hard to say that considering that we're 3-1 down in this series, but I think you look across the board, all our players, especially in the white ball team, obviously we've got a few guys that aren't here right now and a couple of guys that aren't playing, but across the board I think that we've all gained a lot of experience over the last couple of years. We've all improved dramatically against playing spin, which sort of came out in the World Cup, the way we all played as a white ball team, and I think that the test team especially, we've got some really good players of spin. So looking forward, the test series is going to be a great one, and we're obviously going to get the old saying, bunts and burners. So it's going to be great to watch.
Cheers, Mitch. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Andrew, and thanks to Mitch Marsh for coming along, guys. Just a reminder, this is embargoed until 3 p.m. AEST tomorrow or today. So thanks again, guys, and we'll catch up with you the next day or two.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mitch.
Recording stopped.